Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the 5-step invitation process. Now, before we get started, in the directions on the top of today, written out, I've told you how to get to the 5-step invitation process PDF that is in your back office. So please read that and print this up so that you have a copy of it to look at as I talk you through the specifics. I would really love for you to be able to see what I'm talking about. So here's the thing I want you to remember as we discuss this today. The most important thing about inviting people is that you are authentic, and that you are really taking the time to build a relationship with them. I want you to remember in the invitation to a challenge group that the relationship is more important than the sale. And what they have done is they have created a guideline for you to create that relationship. Now, here's the thing, it is a guideline. Please do not specifically just use their words. And here's why. Like, they're giving it to you in case you're somebody that doesn't really, have a lot of words and doesn't know how to naturally make a lot of conversation, because that's not everybody's skill set. But you still need to tweak it to make it sound like your voice. Otherwise, it's not going to come off as authentic. And people will be like, why is she all of a sudden sounding like somebody else when she's talking to me? I don't buy into that. So you need to take this and you need to make it fit you and how you deal with people. Okay? So let's go into step one. Step one is the actual invite to the challenge group. And this is it's very simple. Keep it simple, keep it short. Nobody likes to get that email from somebody who's trying to sell them something that's like 80 pages long about how great their company is and when it was founded and blah, 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 and all of the products. And just say, hey, something like, hey, I've got a challenge group going on. We talk about fitness. We use our Beachbody programs. We talk about clean eating. Not sure if you've got a fitness program right now, but, is this something you'd be interested in? It doesn't have to be long. Just throw it out there to them. Then the bridge step to step one or step two, they give you two options. One, if they immediately start asking about price, and one, if they're excited and want to hear more. I always do this bridge step, which you can read what they go into depth with. I do this bridge step as a sentence or two at the top of the secondary email. So it really just it's more of a bridge sentence than a bridge step. I think people overthink when they print up these PDFs. It can be as simple as, awesome, I'm so glad you want to hear more. And then step two goes straight into what they call the interview, where you are asking questions. My questions are not, I don't do all of these. Mine are very simple. I ask them, why are they looking for some kind of fitness program or weight loss program right now? What are the main things that they are hoping to accomplish through one? Weight loss, toning, stamina. Then I ask them what types of programs they're most drawn to. And I list examples like dance or cardio, combat, weights, something boot camp style. And then I usually finally end with, and how much time do they have each day to dedicate to a workout program. And then after that, they give you a bridge step with a challenge group video. I find that my people who are really serious, once they've answered those questions, they're ready to watch promo videos. It's very rare that I send out a video on challenge groups, because generally from the conversation that I have with my invite, I've told them briefly about challenge groups, so I know if they're interested. So I go ahead and start sending them products. Now, if I had somebody who was stalling out a little bit or was just unsure, I really don't understand what that's about, then I send the challenge group video. You have to tweak it for how it's right for you. And when you're brand new, it would be helpful to do the challenge group video step. But I find that this is the place where my promo videos go. And I take the questions that they answered. I find the 3 top programs that fit in that, and I send them the promo videos, and I attach the price of the challenge pack. And I explain at that point that I think nutrition is incredibly important. They do not have to buy Shakeology, but I strongly recommend trying it at least for the first month to see how they like it. It's up to you, because this is your business, but that's kind of one of the ways I alter and tweak. So then they say, send the videos here. So that's how I do that whole step. And then finally the follow-up and the confirmation. So I give them a good 48 hours to watch their stuff. And if I haven't heard back from them, this is the number 4. If I haven't heard back from them, then I do a follow-up and say, hey, haven't heard back from you. Did you have a chance to watch those videos? Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll shoot you some more information. And usually they'll get back. And if they don't get back to me, and I get a little bit closer to the actual challenge group date, then I will send one more after a couple of days, in order to just say, hey, the challenge group is coming. If you're really serious about signing up, then we need to go ahead and talk through what you were interested in, so that you can have it in time for the group to start. Now, I don't like the explain the deal thing. I don't like that as much, because it says at the end, how would you like to cover that with a credit or debit card? Well, we don't handle their money. I don't care how they pay for it. Honestly, I explain to them, okay, I'm going to send this off for you. I get their email address. I get what program they want and what Shakeology. And then I start their process for them. So I end this section by saying, I'm going to start this process for you. Be on the lookout for an email from Team Beachbody. And then then that takes us to the help them enroll step. Now that we have stuff like Coach Mobile or simple coaching links, we can simply say to them, okay, we've got their information entered. All we have to do is send it to them, and then they can click on in that Coach Mobile email that they get, complete my enrollment, and finish it out themselves. So I don't ever have to deal with their money, and I like that I don't ever have to deal with their money. That's one of the better things about Beachbody than other multi-level marketing places. So just you can send it to them, and if you see that they're not completing that enrollment, then just check back in with them again. Ask them if they have any questions, ask them if anything's confusing, and then you can finish talking them through that process. So anyway, at the end, they'll give you situational scripts. It's a great thing to study, but again, make it you. People are not going to respond well if you sound like a salesperson. So anyway, that's the steps basically. I want you to print this up and I want you to read what they actually say, but like me, I want you to take it and make it work for you. Figure out the steps that are going to work for you, figure out the things that don't feel authentic, change the dialogue if you need to, and keep playing with it and keep talking to people. Part of the invite vital behavior is we're having you do it over and over and over again so you get comfortable with the process. So the more you do it, the more you're going to find your language and the quickest and easiest way to form an authentic relationship and do all of the steps that you need to do. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that makes it a little more sense than, looking through 7 pages of something. And please talk with your upline coach about how your voice should sound and what feels natural and good to you. Get out there and invite people every day. Thanks.